but still, like I said, this had good practical effects in there and some good werewolf visuals. Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to back to the 80s week. Welcome back to the 80s week. So I am Random Ross, and throughout the week we're going over 80s movies and that in horror. And today's episode, today I'm reviewing the 1981 classic, The Howling. Yes, one of 3 werewolf movies to come out in 1981. So this follows a young couple, Dee Wallace it stars, and also Patrick Macnee, and has many other supporting roles in there, including one of John Carradine. So this young couple need a break, they need a getaway, and they go to this small resort which turns out to be run by a pack of werewolves, and they want to basically, do what werewolves do, feed on humans as they are their prey. But of course also one of them, the guy, is sort of recruited and turned and made a werewolf. And of course Dee Wallace's character, who is a news anchor, does get cursed, and she tries to prove to the world that werewolves are real by transforming live on television. So that's sort of the plot there. So what did I like about this? Well, it's directed by Joe Dante, who gave us other classics like Gremlins, and I like the look of the werewolves in this. Yeah, they were a bit tacky and that, but I think they worked. The way they stood up on 2 limbs and were anthropomorphic, and they had the wolf-like heads. To me, that is what a werewolf should look like, and I like the werewolf look in this with the practical, and it was practical effects as well, practical stuff, because this was 1981 before CGI is what it is now. And like I said, another werewolf movie came out that year, and another one too, An American Werewolf in London. And I feel that I can't remember the other werewolf movie that came out in 81, but I feel that An American Werewolf in London and The Howling are sort of undershadowed by that one. But still, like I said, this had good practical effects in there and some good werewolf visuals. It was very saucy, very steamy, had some hot sex scenes in there. I also thought, Dee Wallace was a good lead in this. She is no stranger to horror, of course, with like The Hills Have Eyes, Cujo, and so many other horror romps. Yeah, I just thought she was great. I just enjoyed this film, and I like the ending where we see Dee Wallace transform into a werewolf, and how we find that one of the werewolves is not quite dead as she thought, because one of them asks for her meat rare, and that's how the films close. The credits roll to a guy making a burger rare. I also thought, John Carradine, classic horror veteran, of course, he's a legend in the horror genre, and I thought it was great to see him in there too. A few of the other faces I weren't fully familiar with, but like I say, I recognised Dee Wallace and John Carradine in this. And this film, of course, did go on to spawn many sequels, including one that had the second one with Christopher Lee, then the third one. I never bothered after the third movie, because apparently I heard that each sequel got worse and eventually went to straight to video. And I believe there are 7 movies, but it all started with this one in 1981. So, The Howling. Yeah, I do enjoy watching this one, and you know, I need to. Like I say, for the life of me, I can't remember what that other werewolf movie is from 1981. Maybe I should have a triple helping of those 3 werewolf movies from 1981. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I guess there was slow build up to it and that, and seeing the werewolves in full. But once we saw the werewolves, they were great. I did enjoy it, but like I say, there were some moments that were quite dull, quite boring, I thought. And, you know, it had good cinematography, but if I should say which one is the better werewolf movie out of An American Werewolf in London and The Howling, I would say An American Werewolf in London is better story-wise and stuff. But like I say, I enjoyed how they all went practical. So, ratings. It's a watchable film, and it is a classic. I'll give it 3.5 stabs out of 5. 3.5 stabs out of 5 for The Howling. So there you go. There is my review for this one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross. This has been Back to the 80s week. And I will see you tomorrow for some more 80s horror movie reviews. So until then, don't have nightmares.